guys, I'm Barbie Angel and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a wear test / review of the new Colourpop Pretty Fresh Foundation and just see how it holds up during the day. So without further ado, let's get to it. This is their hydrating foundation. It has hyaluronic acid and coconut water in it. And this is what that looks like. So I love Colourpop. Their price points are always really good. This foundation actually retails for $16. I think this is probably their highest price point of their foundation. They're usually around like $12 or $14. But yeah, this one is $16. And it comes in 42 shades. So this one actually just launched yesterday, July 9th. I actually picked these up from Ulta.com. And then I went to the Ulta store as well. And I also got their concealers just because I haven't tried their Pretty Fresh concealers as well. So I got 2 shades in the concealers. The shades I got in the concealers were Dark 170N and Dark 180N. So with everything going on outside right now, you can't really test any products when you go to like Ulta or like any kind of like makeup store. So it was kind of hard and a little tricky to kind of pick out my shades. So I'm hoping I did okay. And then with the foundations, I got the colors Deep Dark 200N, Deep Dark 190W, and then Dark 175W. So I'm just gonna try them all out and just see what shade works for me. Hopefully one of these does work, because I hate returning things. So yeah, so I feel like what I need to do is probably just do like a little swatch of each, and then we can see what is really going on here. So they all have this pump on there. Okay. I feel like I should swatch it on my chest here. Okay, so this is the lightest one, the 175, what is it? 175W. That is extremely too light. Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one. I probably will just have to return it. We'll see. And then I'm gonna try the 190W and see what that one looks like. Ooh. So that is what it looks like on my hand. As you can see, that one actually started to oxidize really fast. So this one, I don't know, maybe. This one matches my chest, I feel like. That one might be my color. That might be my color. So let's try the last one, the 200N. And that is it right there. Like I said, these oxidize really, really fast. I hope you guys can see what it's looking like. I'm just gonna put it up here. I don't know. I feel like they both kind of work, but since they're oxidizing darker, I'm gonna go with the lighter shade first and see what that's looking like. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with the Deep Dark 190W and see what that looks like. Alright guys, so I went in and primed my face. So I used the Dermablend Professional Pore Saver Matte Makeup Primer. And that is what that looks like. And then I also, once that dries, I go in with the Professional Pore Primer. So I usually like a very matte, full coverage foundation look. So these hydrating foundations, I feel like they're probably going to be dewy and they're not going to be as matte. So I'm just going to kind of read on the back here. It says, a hydrating foundation with skin perfecting, medium buildable coverage for natural, healthy looking skin. Hoping that these will give, you know, a good like color payoff, and that they'll be, you know, buildable as well, and they'll give, you know, good coverage. So let's see what these are looking like. Like I said, I prime my face already. So usually what I do, I'll prime my face, I'll let that dry for a little bit. I use a little fan. I saw Miss Jackie Aina do this, so I've been doing this for a little bit. I'll just take the fan and just kind of, you know, help that primer and everything just kind of seep into the skin. I do have on sunscreen as well, so if you see any like little white marks, that's what that is. I have on sunscreen and my primer. And then once I prime my face and everything, I go in with a powder just because I have very oily skin, and that kind of helps to mattify. That's something that I saw Miss Jackie Aina do as well. So I've been doing that for years at this point. I am a brush girl. I don't really like using sponges when I do my foundation, just because, like I said, I like a full coverage, and with the sponge you're kind of removing the product, or like taking off some of the product. So I like to use a brush just to kind of make sure that I get as much coverage as I can. So I am using my e.l.f. powder brush. I use this for pretty much all of my foundation. So I'm going to do, I usually do about 3 or 4 pumps. Doesn't look bad actually, for it to be a medium and not a full coverage foundation. The coverage actually looks pretty good. The finish looks pretty good. I actually like the way this looks a lot. It looks very natural and not cakey. Yeah, I feel like this looks pretty darn good actually. So I feel like I want to do one more pump just to see if I can cover up that dark spot right there a little bit more. But as you can see, it looks pretty good, and I probably need to do just a little bit more around my neck. But as you can see, it actually matches me pretty good. It's darkening up as it oxidizes, so that's pretty good. I hate when I see people and their foundations don't match their neck, so please make sure you get your neck, guys. I think it looks pretty good. All right, so now I'm going to go in with my concealers. All right, so this one is the dark 170N, and that's what that one looks like. And then this is the dark 180N, and that is what that one is looking like. They actually look pretty, this one is a little bit darker, but they look pretty similar in tone. Here's what the applicator looks like. I'm going to try the 170N first, and then if it's too light, then I'll add the 180 just to kind of contrast and make it a little bit darker. But I'm going to try this one first. What we are looking like. I do like the concealer a lot actually. It looks really good. And to set underneath my eyes, I usually use my Dermablend professional loose setting powder. I'm gonna go finish off the rest of my look and I will be back. All right guys, so this is the finished look. I think the look looks really good, honestly. The foundation looks good. The concealer looks very good. I am highly impressed. It is currently 3:47 p.m. So like I said, I'm going to wear this for the rest of the day. I did powder my face with the Beauty Bakery flower powder, their flower setting powder in the color translucent. This literally always keeps me matte when I do use it. I love this. And this is a black owned brand, so shout out to Beauty Bakery. If you guys have not checked out her site yet, make sure you go and do that. Support our people. Yeah, so I set my face with that after I did my L'Oreal setting powder. That's the steps that I usually take anyway. So let's see how this holds up. And if you guys are interested in this makeup look, I actually did record this, so this one will be up shortly as well. It's just a simple kind of everyday kind of look that you can do with your eyeshadow. I talk about the lashes as well. This is a brand that I am just trying out. If you're interested in the lashes and the eyeshadow look, make sure you stay tuned for that video as well. When I do go out, I'm going to try to show you guys what it looks like in the natural sunlight. If there is any sun out there, I'm going to actually see if it transfers. So as you can see, I don't really have anything on my finger, so that could be a test to the foundation and that could be a test to the powder as well. So there is no transfer with this, so that's really, really good. So I'm hoping that this will kind of keep up for the rest of the day. But yeah, I will see you guys a little bit later and I'll let you know how everything goes. All right guys, so this is what my face is looking like now. I think when I last left you guys off was about 3:50. It is now 11:29 p.m. so I've had this on for about 8 hours. I'm just gonna come up close so you guys can see what it's looking like. So I feel like my T-zone is oily. I haven't touched anything up throughout the day. I did have a mask on, just kind of going out. I went to the grocery store. I ran a bunch of errands. I've been out and it's pouring raining off and on all day. So for the most part, I think this looks actually pretty good. Honestly, you can see, you know, the lines from my mask and stuff, and that might be playing a role in why this area just looks a little bit more oily. Even though I like I said earlier, I do have oily skin. For the most part, I always get kind of oily in this area anyway, but this is not like a crazy amount of oil, if you know what I mean. This is what we're looking like. Nothing has like separated or anything. I do have smile lines, so you can see the shine in that area as well, but I don't think it looks crazy. Like, I think it still looks okay. So it's not bad. Like, there's shine up here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to kind of like powder my face a little bit just to kind of see what that does, if that's going to refresh it or if it's just going to look too cakey at this point. And I'm just literally lightly, I'm not even like touching my face that much. And as you can see, it still looks good. I feel like it's not bad. Like I can still see the lines from my mask. Obviously, that's not the foundation's fault. That is outside's fault. But I think it looks good. I would definitely say this one, you guys should definitely check this out. I feel like this is a very good foundation. The price point, you can't beat it, especially with foundations these days. Even in the drugstore, I feel like foundation prices are like crazy nowadays. So this, you can't beat it. I feel like this is actually a pretty good foundation. But yeah, I like this. I think that this looks really good. As you can see, a little bit of powder, lightly just, you know, powdering my face a little bit, just revamped the whole look. Honestly, it doesn't look crazy. It doesn't look cakey. So yeah, I would give this one 2 thumbs up. I thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers, guys. Make sure you join the family. But yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.